Hello, I'm Lee One Jeng of Easy Baduk. Overlay Joseki. What you're going to study today. Let's learn about the Joseki that are covered with large knights move a black one-space jump. There are a lot of changes in this Joseki. The number of steps that follow is also quite long. Today, we will divide the first, second, and third parts of the class. It can be very useful to study the progress. Please watch it till the end. First of all, this Joseki is 3.3. When white opens her attack, you're gonna give the white influence. So you don't want to give white power, so you can use it when you want to create influence. This is Joseki used for example. If the white doesn't accept the one-space jump, it's gonna be fine. Your corner are blockaded in one blow, and you can live with a white of profits in your. It's not good, because it's going to increase the force of the black on the left side. So the white usually takes one space, and then the black large knight's move will be on it. Let's take a quick look at Joseki sequence first, and explain why it came out after that. First of all, the white pushes, then pushes, stretches, runs, and even keeps the white in a straight line, so it doesn't come out to the center. So, the white profit is made from both sides, and the black is made from the middle, but the reason why the sequence comes out is because it's the pavilion. Look. Of course we'll stop the black from pushing, right? We can't get through it. But here, white can push the other side first. It's the same regardless. The liberty of black holes to protect against the other side is that the white can go out with 2 points of head. Black should move forward first, because it can hit 2 points on its own head. It's the same as pushing and stretching. The liberty of jumping one space right here without pushing white, the white is thrust and cut. You need to get a black spot, but you can get 3 points by doing 100, so the white has a weakness. That's why white wants to play one space jump, but he has to bear it out and push it one more time. We can't stop the liberty of blackouts right away, because of the weakness of cutting and wedging. You look like you're in trouble. So you have to spread out the black hole. You're going to jump a one space here. In the old days, the basic type of this overlay Joseki is to play tiger's mouth or connect. But if you leave it like this, the white will push out to the center, and you'll come through the black camp. Black means that the liberty of connections white makes sense, so when he protects his weakness, he gets a black spot, and he can't stop. Eventually, the best of the black was stretched out, and the white hit the tiger's mouth, and the center exploded. Black has created influence, but influence alone and the center has no advantage. The influence must be positioned on the side and connected in order to increase the influence. Only when this black influence is connected to the upright corner hand can it be exerted to the right. So it's basically the liberty that the black's knights move cover. Now, remember the basic Joseki and find the next one here. The next liberty of a white. White is here. If you look carefully, there's a weakness in black. If you go out, you can cut one of the 2 places. But you can't quit this job. What happens when you cut this thing off? If you leave this place, you will save the stone from the 3rd line, and the stone will not be cut. It's not like this, it's black connecting the center. In other words, the white can put it in this position, and hang up. Black is not a win-win battle. If you cut this spot, and fought along the way, The weakness and the danger of black stone is that these two shapes may be woven together and attacked. So, black must be blocked from the middle, and white must be connected from this side to the center, which is the direction in which the influence should be increased. The white can go through one side and catch it. Profit of the white seemed to be very large at first glance, but if you have 3.3 black later on, you can live it very easily. I can live without co. I'll show you the liberty that live in this shape in a moment, or in the next video. Anyway, if this happens, your cornet aren't perfect yet. Under these circumstances. And if it goes right with this influence, it's going to get really big. Because the white becomes so hard that it becomes a burden. You can't leave it like this. The right side should never be taken away, because the black shape will become a burden. So, you have to divide the right side, not the right side, and divide it into black shapes. At this time, the influence of black was right wing. But when white came first, he might be embarrassed. Now, as you approach it, if you open 3 or 2 squares and run, you'll get rid of all the dark shapes and powers. And then the black doesn't take advantage of this power. The people who learned about this Joseki were embarrassed because they created an influence. It's frustrating to see a white stones on the right side. So if you've studied all the way up to here, you should watch it from now on. The important thing is that black uses this influence for what it's doing, and where it's going to be. Use this cornet to attack a white 2 points. You shouldn't try to build territory with this influence. Never. It's an attack on 2 white points on the upper left corner. We'll see what happens. Now, in order for the black to attack the white, the center side needs to be a little bit tighter. But as I showed you earlier, it's live in the corner, but it's pierced. If it's broke out, you can't attack the white. So the black one is trying to protect this weakness, and tiger's mouth you make will be used by the white one later, so it's just connected. At this point, the white jumps 1 space. If you keep your left side without 1 space jump, the black attacks the upper white. Look at this. You're the Sandy, aren't? So this is where you look. This is where you're going. I can't stop the white because it goes up. So the white connects, and they don't exchange stabbing. It can be a self-adversary play from the black side. So I just go under my chin. If you block it up, it can be pierced at this point, so the white should block it. And that's when the black block. But since the white isn't alive yet, you need to widen the eye space the white to live. We're gonna put the diagonal move, we're gonna have to increase the territories, and we're gonna have to connect you one more time when we blocked. If you don't connect me to this spot, the black one simply shrinks the archway and sticks it down. It's the easiest way to cut down on the eye space and eventually play inside on the shape of the flower 5. And this play of retreats, too, will die if you play inside on the middle. So, if you connect the white and make it into the shape of 8 eye space, you can live it, because it has 2 territory. You can easily live this seat, because it has to be black in the end, if you don't allow the means to enter the middle seat. So this form lives, and the problem is, there's a weakness in the later part of the white going out to the center. You don't have to leave this weakness behind. So it would have been better if there was a black stone on the right. We're getting rid of our weaknesses. So, when you first start, you don't block it from here, but you're going to diagonal move it to the right. It's a little bit more relaxed to keep it from happening. So this is how the white lives. If you look carefully, white has a left up corner, top side, and right side. Did you put the white on all three sides? He's got a lot of speed, and he looks pretty good. Take a good look. The bend and connect is the senti. Then you have to keep the seat. This is the shape of the flower 5. Even if you put it like this, it's still a cent. So you can go into 3.3 point and just stretch out like this, and you can make a black territory very easy. It's just connected and you get a territory. And the center will be strong, and the stone will be the black stone. I have 20 territories in the beginning. You've got the seat for free, haven't you? So, it's not the white and it's not fast. If you look at the black one, even if you go straight to 3.3 point, you'll get a hole on the left side, so you won't see much difference in your territory. And the down right corner and down left corner are the same, and the left and right sides are the same. Then there's the white on the upper side, the white on the right side, and a compensation. Instead, black is an influence in the middle, and the upper right corner. It's very hard. So it's called black and thick. You can think that black is a good process. So, a conclusion is that when he connected the middle part, he has to jump one space to protect it. You can keep this. It keeps the black from coming in, and it's pressing the white stones on the up left corner with knight's move. Now, you can remember it. What happens to the white after this? First, you must leave the blocked area. If you try to keep your corner, like this, and it gets clogged up, you have to go out and stabilize a black spot on the left side. Blacks usually, when one is built, 2 compartments are spread out. But in this shape, it's not 2 spaces apart, it's a pattern. If you open 2 squares, the black force in the center can be easily erased by pressing black on the left side. And the other one is, if you have a knight's move, you can't press the white, and you can block it later in the day like this. So, to leave this kind of overlaying trickery, you keep it on the knight's move. So, if you keep this point, the white stones on the upper left corner will be weak. Corner is empty, so I have to protect corner, but if I keep it, it's black to the left. The back door is open. I just don't like the way I keep it. So I want to protect him, but if you block play with diagonal move, it's a lot of these endgame tools that you want to take when you look at it and connect it to it. If we get sent up to this point, we'll get through it. It's a very bad place to connect, like this. So if you put iron pillar this place and shut it down, it won't affect the black stone. You can stay on the left side and enter the up left corner side again without the black side accepting it. White can't stand this, because it's so unfair. So the play that white plays here is the tiger's mouth of hits. Please remember this. We'll leave it like this, and we'll use the tiger's mouth to block the black from coming in. If the black goes out without it, the white will block and make you feel like you're Panuki, the shape itself. So, when the black goes in, you get the rhythm and keep the black from coming out. When you do, the white guard the upper left corner. But when this shape is in the middle of research, if you keep it, you'll be attacked by the white. You'll be a cent in the white until this time. So I'm going to approach the lower left corner first so I won't get caught in this position, but it doesn't make much difference. So if you leave it like this and when the white comes near, the black one goes in first and lives on. Look, if this is the way it's going to go, then it's going to weaken the white stones, so we're going to have to move on to goat. White has done nothing. There's a lot of damage. In fact, it's hard to get the white to the low left corner, but if you don't want the black to come, you can approach first. If you look at this, the white is bent, and you push it out when it's cut off, and it wins the capturing race. I'm going to die anyway, so I can block the black and the white. I can send the black or cut and send. There are pros and cons to territory, right? Instead, if you send, like the sendai on the left, the black can do double approach in this shape. So if you block it now, and stretch it out, you'll lose all control of the left and right, so it'll be a loss. So white usually doesn't hold 2 points, but he keeps his corner, and when he becomes a black cent, he protects his upper left corner. This is how you can use the Joseki. The overlay Joseki of this kind is used to harass the upper left corner and benefit from attacking the white. Originally, the left side was a space where white had to build a territory, but the black side took over, and later it was sealed off. It's not that black power's gone completely. So, if you know how to follow up on the cover, you can use it if you want. It's really fun. This opening is made of Joseki, and there are a lot of professionals with it. Although it's not that popular now, opening and Joseki are as fashionable as their clothes are. It's one of the opening I've put on a lot. Please remember this follow-up. Another thing is that when the white hits the tiger's mouth, he or she gets hit right away. Then the white will be blocked, because more black may enter next time. At this point, black hits the dansu, but the white must not be connected. The black is too thick. And you have to keep the upper left corner. The best thing to do with the white is to hit a dansu. If you just hit the tiger's mouth, when the black capture, it's very bad after you connect it. Because this point that takes a look at the point position is often used by the cent, you need to connect the point, not a double tiger's mouth. And when the black one just connects, and the white one connects to the tiger's mouth, the value of the one on the left becomes smaller. 1 white points below dansu. There are 2 ways to get the white, and then there's put a co-threat on the top side. If the white is caught, the top side becomes black territory. The left side part of the room is that if you cut this spot and try to catch the black, it'll spread once more. It's a change of Panyuki and tops, but it's too big. This shape is damaged by the white. When the white accepts it, the black pick. There is usually no co-threat, so it's hard to cut the connection between the whites. Because white is the cent, he doesn't win. He just hangs up. If you hold it, the white will pick, and if you use both dansu and co-threat, the white will grab it. This shape is said to be a loss. The black one has to be connected without hitting the dansu. But it's not completely overpowered. It's not perfect, it's aftertaste. I lost it to the left side. It's good to play the double tiger's mouth without breaking off. It's good to go into the territory the tiger's mouth. and you can even keep the white like this once more. Or in this shape, the black is picking, and the black is hitting the dansu. And the white is holding, and the black is not go threat. You can just go in there and beat them up and break into 3.3. It's very profit. So, if you don't like this picture, there's no place to use it, because it's panicky. So I think it's neat to just connect the white and keep it safe. That's where it's going. What we've been working on today is, in the end, using the upper left corner. Let me show you a little bit more. It's review. It's a must from the overlay Joseki to the Black Knight's move to the white divide wedge. The absolute point of connecting the black is to ascend this position, and then attack the upper left corner. When he escapes the blockade, the next day, he leaves it in the shape of a good, hard work. After you get in, you can just take a beating, and you can stick to your more advanced tactics. When white guards, he spreads out his right side to find the big seats. And the other thing is, when it's black, it's like this. And then the white connects, and when it stands down, it's the white and the co-threat, which is a little bit more neat. The white will retreat, the black will guard, and the white will guard, so today's Overlay Jeongseok Class is Part 1. Next time, you can look at the white and black before it connects first. This method was developed by Cho Hoon Hyun, 9 Dan. It has an interesting shape. And the other thing is, the white could go out and cut, and there's a trick to embarrass the opponent with the diagonal move. Why shouldn't I? And if we go out and cut, we'll go on in 2 parts, and 3 parts. Let's stop here for today's lecture. I'll see you next time. Thank you.